Hello everyone, you are welcome to African Spiritual Connections TV. My name is Paulvin. Today I'm here with a friend, Wise. He came to ask questions, and I think anytime I'm doing videos, it's like I'm all over myself. Nobody is asking me anything, and I teach, and when I'm done, I stop. So I said I should get somebody that would represent the viewers and be asking questions so that places that maybe my mind may not go to, he will be here to send my mind there. So as I said, his name is Wise. I am Paulvin. Today we are going to continue the previous topic we did about dwarfs. About dwarfs, the guardian of nature. I think in that video I promised you that I'll come back with a part 2. And I was going to reveal more secrets. That's what is going to happen today. We're going to talk about the mystery of dwarfs, the guardian of nature. Wise.
Hello.
So here we are.
Okay, bro.
Before I start, if you have any question, you can let me know so that I start from there. If not, maybe I will start the lecture and then you'll pick from it.
Okay. I would prefer you start the lecture, then we pick from it.
Okay. So the last time we categorized spirits generally into 4 categories. And then we used the 4 elements to categorize spirits. And I told you we have the element of water, we have the element of fire, we have the element of earth, and we have that of air. And dwarfs take up 2 of the elements. That's the air and the fire. In fact, every spirit in this world is of the air, because they do not possess the earth body. Every spirit in this world is of the air. But we have the air of the air, who are the fastest among the angels, the fastest among the gods. In fact, when I use angels, I use gods. I'm using them interchangeably. I do not subscribe to those purview that try to categorize abosom and angels to be different. It is the abosom that are also the angels. Angels is just an English language, right? So what we call abosom, the white man will call angel. So we have the air of the air, who are the dwarfs. And among the dwarfs, we have the warrior, right? And the other carrier dwarfs. So the warrior are of the fire element. That's why they are always angry, because fire is the controller of emotions. That's why it is the human soul that feel emotions. So when the soul is absent in the body, the human soul does not feel anything. So when people are sleeping, you can pinch them, you can beat them, they may not hear you because their soul is in the astral world. Now let me not go into that. Let me just come back to the dwarfs. People have this misconception that dwarfs are the youngest, or I want to say they belittle dwarfs to be the powerless among the gods, like those short kind of humans who possess supernatural spirits. So when people are ranking the powers of the gods, they want to start from witchcraft, then they go to dwarfs before they go to the other gods. This is a serious misconception. It's a serious misconception. In fact, left to me, I'll even tell you that the Almighty himself is a dwarf. But let me not go there. So I'm telling you that we have the marine spirits who take up the spirit of water, and we have the earth spirits who are mostly serpents. They take up the element of water, earth. And we have the air spirit and the fire spirit. It is the air spirit and the fire spirit that are of the dwarf category. So the fire side of the dwarf are the warriors. Those are the ones who are always frowning, who are always scaring people. When you see the people of the Akan background, the Ever and the Gas, when you see the gods come to possess human beings, you'll be able to tell the way they behave to know if they are of the fire dwarf or they are of the air dwarf. The fire dwarf, they are the ones that like alcohol. They like strong drinks because they are always in the mood to fight. They are the ones that the ever family thrones will call them Ade. Ade. Aside the Ade, they have different names for the dwarfs. Some of them want to call them Aziza. But if you come back to the four elements, right? The Aziza that the people want to call dwarfs and the Ade are also all dwarfs. Just that one is used for war purposes and one is used for other purposes. Now the dwarfs are the fastest among the gods. They are even faster than the marines. They are even faster than the earth because they are air. All the spirits are of the air, but we have the air of the air. I hope you understand me. So let me go into the careers. I've told you about the warrior. What about the dwarfs of the main air element? We have some of them that are messengers. Some of them that are messengers. We have some of them that are teachers. It is not every spirit that is educated. I hope this one will also surprise you. In the astral world, we have education. We have spirits that are educated. We have those that are not educated. So it is not every spirit that knows about the secret of the universe that can teach you. So we have the teachers. I said the teachers. I've mentioned about messengers, right? We have those that go on normal errands. We have even judges. We call those ones the gods of judgment or gods of justice. Right? They are judges or they are lawyers. So in case you have a spiritual case and you want an energy to stand in for you, mostly if you go to any shrine, the shrine keeper will take the case. Right? But the god of the shrine knows that for him or her, he is not a god of justice. So that god will go and look for a judge or a lawyer, a god lawyer, to stand in for you. And then for that work, it doesn't concern you, the visitor. What you need to know is that your case is settled. I hope you understand.
Yeah.
So as we have these careers among humans, we also have the careers among the gods. As above,
so below.
So below. So when people tell you as above, so below, or when the energy people want to call the Master Jesus said, "Let thy kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven," people don't understand. As above, so below. The way we see life on earth, life is also the same in the heavenly places. When I say heavenly places, it doesn't mean that I subscribe to heaven. I'm only using heavenly places just to mean astral realm.
Okay.
All right. So there are so many of the energies, popular energies that are in this world that are dwarfs, but people don't want to believe they are dwarfs because they have in their mindset that we said dwarfs are short-put energies. Very short. I explained the last time that the Europeans, the first people in Africa that they made contact with were the Fantis, because they first arrived at Elmina shores in 1471. So the first language that they were exposed to was the Akan language. So they got many of the names that they have for spirits based on the Akan language, because those are the people that they first contacted. So because Akans called dwarf Motia.
Yeah.
So the Europeans thought that Motia is short animal. Moa is animals. Tia is short. So short animals. But the Akans didn't want to mean it that way. Motia means short help. If you go to a dwarf that they should help you within a day, they can do whatever you want them to do because they are fast. Then they are back. Give them a minute. They'll go abroad and come back. So when they want to help you, they don't take long to help you. Short time, then they are helping you. So Moa, Tia, their help is very, very short. It doesn't mean that.
So can we say they are more of the air energy, because you know when it comes to the air, it goes anywhere.
Yes.
So okay.
Yes. So those that are of the air, right? A section of them are also of the fire. So they are the fire of the air.
Okay. That's
why without air, fire cannot blow.
All right.
The moment you take air out of fire, you are quenching it. That is why if you want to quench fire, you must use water, because water is a condensed air. If you take a lot of air and you compress it, you get liquid. So the elements are all found within themselves.
Okay.
If you take much water or you decompress air, you get fire. If you compress air, you get water. And if you also compress water over time, you get it. So if you like put water in a container, leave it down for some time, you go and see that there is dust under the water.
Yeah.
Earth is forming in the water. So the first element I explained before in a different video. Let me not even go there. I was talking about when creation began, the first element that came before the others descended.
Followed.
But today I want us to focus on this dwarf.
Okay.
There are so many popular energies in this world. Even the god of thunder. People do know that the god of thunder is a dwarf. It's a warrior dwarf. Fire. That's why he throws the thunder and it comes.
Lightning.
So let your fire come from the heavens, as the Christians say. Fire, fire, fire. What fire comes from heaven aside thunder? So even the god of thunder is a fire dwarf, warrior, and one of the strongest. One of the strongest, right? And because air is also able to condense into water, the god of thunder is also able to cause rain. I'm sure this is deep.
Very deep.
This is deep for some people.
Yeah.
So, an energy like Nana Etiam from I already mentioned, it's a dwarf. The leader of the messengers. It's a dwarf. And then one of the dwarf kings. An energy like Tigari. It's a fire dwarf. It's a fighter. You can compare that energy to what they call Angel Michael. Alright? An energy like, as I said, the mighty Baphomet. It's a dwarf. A fire dwarf, a warrior. A lot of energies. That's how the fire element, of the fire and the air element. But people do not know that they are dwarfs. If you want to know they are dwarfs, just check the element on which they base. If they are fighters, then you know who they are. Yet, don't be confused. There are also some earth elements that are also fighters. Like what the Evers want to call Volu Kelesi or Kelechi. These energies of the earth element, but it's also a fighter. So, it's not all the energies that are of the military career that you can categorize them to be dwarf. Alright? But mostly, if you want to know the element of the energy, you ask the energy itself. And then they will tell you that I am a motia. Then you know that, okay. Then since this one is a motia and it's a warrior, then you know that it's of the fire. So I don't know if you have questions.
So if we go back again, and then we say something as motia. So to other viewers, maybe when we use the word motia, it could be more local and more complicated to some of them, especially we have foreigners on the line. I would like you to break that word, that motia, to real meaning for our viewers.
Okay, so I think I already talked about that, but for people to really understand, let me go back. So I said the accounts, they name things based on how they experience it. For example, the thunder god, the accounts called the thunder god Agrada, because the name for the account name for thunder is Agrada.
Yeah.
Right. So they use the work of that god. If that god wants to work, that's what you see, thunder in the skies. So they named that scenario on the god. The same way the dwarfs or the motia, they can't observe the way the energies work, and then they named the way they work after them.
So if I am to ask, it means it's more of they are so. Is it that they are fast in when you give them assignment or give them work, they are faster to do it?
When you give them assignment, they are fast. They can handle so many things. They can multitask in a short time.
Okay.
So most of the time, even when you go to a marine to give the marine a work, it's the dwarf that will go and do the work.
Okay.
I was coming there. We have different places that we can find the dwarfs. We have dwarfs that live in water. That means the dwarf is either a fire energy connected to water, because each energy on earth has at least two elements. Just like each human being, we have all the four elements in us, but two will be dominant. Even among the two that are dominant, one will be recessive. When I say one will be recessive, one will be lesser than the other. So you see someone that's maybe of the water and fire, but you see one, either the water or the fire, being so high, and the other one being
so down.
a bit down than the first one, right? So we have dwarfs who are of the air element, yet have a recessive water element.
Okay.
So these dwarfs will live in water. And when they live in water, it means that they are serving a marine spirit. But the marines are mostly queens and kings.
Okay.
They are the rulers of the land. So if you want to know a territorial spirit of a particular land, you check the water or the river body that's on the land.
Okay.
Then you know that it's that river body that controls this land. So in the kingdom, we need a messenger, we need the military. So you will see the fire dwarfs, who are the warriors, also in water. Because the river body is somebody's kingdom. We need military guys there, we need messengers there. So if the marine spirit wants to give you a message, normally they will send the dwarf messenger to come.
Okay.
If there is war on the land, marines don't go to war. They send the fire warriors, who are the dwarfs, to go and fight on them. So people will normally want to say they send their Tano to war. Tano don't go to war. Tano is a ruler, and it's a father and mother energy. Mothers don't leave their children to go to war. It is the warriors that do.
So let's say even the astral world, they also perform as we also do on earth.
As above, so below.
So below. We have our policemen, we have our fire service,
Exactly.
we have our military. Even the military, we have the water, the navy.
The navy.
Even the same military, we have it goes in different
Exactly.
categories.
So the dwarfs that are connected to earth, you see them in the mountains.
Okay.
And then in the forest. Then you see, okay, this dwarf is connected to this particular element. So the dwarf that are seen in the forest are mostly herbalists. So if you want a spirit that's a healer, like what they call Angel Raphael, it's a forest dwarf. So all that energy knows mostly about is healing, surgery, herbology, and those things. But if you want to get knowledge about the universe, mostly the marines, because they are rulers of the realms.
Okay.
So they know certain secrets that other energies will not know. And mind you, the energies also give birth.
Okay.
So you meet some dwarfs or some marine spirits that you realize that their knowledge does not really go to certain extent. But if you talk to an energy like Tano, the main Tano, Tano has children, but the main one, or
Tano is a river in Ghana.
Yes.
That we know, yeah.
Yes, or Pra.
All right, Pra is also a river in Ghana.
Those are very high rank energies. Even Tano could even cause thunder.
Oh, okay.
So the secret name of Tano is Takra.
Wow.
So there's a town in Ghana called Takrade.
Takrade, yes.
Takra, they don't really understand the name that they put on the towns.
Oh, okay. So
Takrade is it Fante language. They don't really open the language like the tree people would do.
Yeah, okay.
So Akan people will say bro dear for plantain. Then Fante people will say brode.
Brother, yes.
So Takrade, they will say Takrade.
Okay.
The secret name of Tano is Takra. Anybody can go online and go and search.
Takra.
Takore.
Wow. Hello, viewers. This is a deep one, of course.
Yeah.
We'll be hearing the name continuously, but we've never understood the meaning of the name. So let's go.
Okay. So I've told you we have some dwarfs that live in water. We have some dwarfs that live in the forest. We have some dwarfs that live in the mountains. So all those things that you are seeing is people's cities. Anybody that has been captured by dwarfs before, when they are released to come back and you ask them where they went to, they will either tell that they were in the forest.
In the forest, yes.
Or they were
under the sea.
Under the sea. Or they were in the mountains.
Yeah, more of that. Yeah.
More of that. But in fact, you will say all energies are connected to Earth because they all came from Earth.
Okay.
So I'll plead with another Etymology farmer to forgive me. There's something that he taught me that I may want to put it here for people to understand. When the Europeans came to subdue Africans, they were just going to homes, scavenging, Like when they see that you are weaker, they can conquer you. They just get into your house, grab you, and then look around your house. Whatever they can take, they take.
They take.
Sometimes they entered into people's houses. They found the altar of the people. And in most of the African altars, there are gold under the altar. So when they find the gold and the altar, they take the gold and leave the altar there.
Okay.
But there are some of the Europeans that had a spiritual eye. So when they see the altar with the gold, they know this one, it's something mystery or something mysterious. Then they take everything away. So when they take everything away, then over time, because they are witches and because they have people who have the third eye are witches and wizards.
Yeah.
So they could just project and they know what is going on. Then they know that we have to use alcohol to activate this. Pouring. Then one day, sometimes the energies our ancestors used were so powerful. Sometimes when you pour alcohol and the alcohol is strong enough, it's able to catch fire. Not really fire down flame, but sometimes you see smoke coming out of that molded altar. So they know, okay, so this thing is something. Then they just use it to do their business. But those that took the gold and left the altar, the spirit stayed in the house for a while. If nobody is minding the spirit again, the spirit enters the earth.
Okay, it goes back to where it came from.
Enters the earth. So when after several generations, let's say you were from that family, and you realize that we have this energy in our family, you want to call the family. Per what the energy taught me, you pour libation and pour libation and pour libation. You are not hearing it or you're not seeing any results. It doesn't mean that the energy is not minding you. It's been a long time somebody called on the energy.
Okay.
So the energy will come to the surface of the earth, not out. Surface of the earth, listening to you. And sometimes to jump on the trees, like the way monkeys play.
Yeah.
The dwarfs are very, very playful. They are very, very jovial. They are, I would say, they like comedy a lot. So on the trees, laughing at you, like making fun of you. Who is calling me? Then watching. Until you continue, then it will find somebody in the family that they can jump on.
Okay.
And use the person to do the work, spiritual work. So when you continue, one day the dwarf or the energy finds somebody in the family that can be possessed. Then the energy possesses the person, sits the person down, and mold again what the Europeans took away. This is what that energy taught me.
Wow.
I think 2 weeks ago. So all these energies, whether marine or whatever, they can also go into the earth. Because the earth is the mother of all the gods.
Wow.
So I think we were supposed to do this for 30 minutes. We have about 8 minutes.
8 minutes.
So if you have any question to ask.
Wow. Yeah. A time ago, it seems I heard one pastor saying, even the Lucifer or the Satan that the Christians claim is an anointed dwarf. How true is that word?
Lucifer is a warrior dwarf.
Okay.
Just like I said, Baphomet.
Okay.
The actual name of Lucifer in Akan setting is Ahenkan.
Oh, okay.
So if you go to any Akan royal family, the first child of a king, not the the first child that was born when somebody became a king, the name of that child is Ahenkan.
Oh, okay.
So the first energy that was created by the creator, the name of that energy is Ahenkan, because the creator is a king. That's why the Christian call the Christian claim that they worship the creator.
They worship the creator.
So they want to call their creator King of Kings.
Okay.
Because there are other energy kings. Those are the territorial spirits, and they all work under the creator. So the creator is the controller of the territorial kings, not human kings, the god kings. And then the god kings also control human kings. So human kings rule on earth in the name of the god kings.
So I will say Unyamekese.
Unyamekese.
The big god.
The big god.
The others will say Mauga. Okay.
And then so most of these most powerful energies are of the fire and air. That's why the Bible even tells you that Lucifer was the only energy that could enter the before you go to the creator.
Yes.
According to the Bible, there is fire that you must pass through. And it's only Lucifer that's able to pass through that fire to go to the creator. Because he himself is fire. So fire cannot burn fire.
Wow.
So Lucifer is a serious dwarf spirit, a warrior.
Yeah, I call it the anointed dwarf.
Yeah. So you can call it like that.
That's good. So this Amwetia, how are they connected to our family stools?
Okay. I explained that the Motia have careers. So our ancestors, they had issues. There were some families that were very rich. Mind you, Motia, one of the work that they do is wealth, money matters.
Oh wow.
Because they are fast. So if you want customers in your business and you have a Motia, they are able to gather so many people to come and buy your things in few minutes.
Wow.
So that's one of the works that they do. So those of our ancestors that were rich, but they needed many people to be in the family, because in the olden days, if you are not many, people would just come and conquer you, take your land, take your house, and then enslave you. It was like that. Survival the fittest. So if you are not fit, people will conquer you. So our ancestors always wanted many people. So that's why the land like the Ghana in the ancient times, if you were a stranger and you come, they treat you so well, and then they give you a place to stay. That's why Africans are naturally hospitable. They build their towns with strangers.
Strangers, okay.
But all the time, the strangers are taking advantage of them and then doing stuff that they're not supposed to do. So our ancestors needed people to be in the family, yet some of them were not getting. The women can give them like 3, 4. Meanwhile, they needed like 12, 15, 20 so that they could weed so much land and be wealthy in their farming. So they went to shrines to take energies, right? So the energy, based on what you want, they will give you an energy to come and put in the family.
Family, okay.
Right? So when this energy comes, they also begin to recruit based on the kind of work that the energy must do.
Oh, okay.
So maybe you've got an energy, that's for wealth. But the wealth has come. Yet, you need an energy that you can go to war and conquer kingdoms. So this energy will go and recruit a warrior and bring it to the house. And then the energy will teach you how to enthrone that warrior.
Oh, okay.
So, based on what the family needed, the energies in the family also recruited various dwarfs. In fact, I would say the dwarfs are the ones that do the main god work. The main god work. So you can give a work to a marine, and then the marine will send the dwarf to go and do the work.
So they are more of messengers and...
So when you go and call somebody's family deity, mostly it is a dwarf that will come.
Oh, okay.
Mostly you call another Etienne farmer will come, because the dwarfs also work under Etienne farmer. So Etienne farmer is like energy that's in every home.
Oh, okay.
So the dwarfs are connected to our family thrones in a way that they are connected to them as messengers and as warriors. So if you go to every family, every Abosom, you see one of the deities installed outside.
Outside, yes.
That's a warrior. So in case there's any, hey, that's the energy that will go and check first.
Okay.
Before you come and call for backup. So you don't put a marine energy outside. Well, it's not the job of a marine.
So they are always in a room.
They're always in your room. So the in Akan they will say Asafo. Mm-hmm. The warriors will be outside checking. So a popular energy that's also of the dwarf element or the fire element is Liba. Mm-hmm. It's also a strong dwarf.
Strong dwarf.
Mm-hmm. As I said, you can categorize them best if you connect them to the element.
Element, okay.
So you always find Liba outside of the gates. Because when there's yo, it is the fire energy that should go and check, or the messenger that will go and check what is happening and come and report. Call those who are inside to also come in, and if they need to fight, they fight.
I see. So if you want to say, Legba is more of earth energy or fire energy?
Legba is a fire dwarf. But
okay.
As I said, you can find a fire dwarf connected to the earth.
Oh yes, okay.
Connected to the earth.
Okay. So now something is happening now. Especially everybody stand up and I am invoking spirit. But sometimes they use a whole lot of seals to invoke those spirits.
Okay.
And where the confusion comes in, if those Amwetia or those messengers in Africa, to invoke them, we normally use alcohol and other things to invoke them. But the Western world has brought a book of, how do you call it?
Invocations
and other stuffs. Mm-hmm. are they invoking the same dwarves that we use alcohol and drinks to invoke, or they are invoking another entity on its own?
Okay, there are many ways to go about one thing. These energies would want to teach you one of them based on what you have.
Okay.
So when they come around you, and let's say what they want you to give them is alcohol, they will teach you how to use alcohol to evoke them.
Okay.
When they come around you and what you know or what you want based on the way you perceive energies. For example, you are someone who are of the Christian background, and then you have been taught that
Yes.
African traditional worship is idol worship and nonsense.
Yes.
That's what you are thinking. When the energy comes around you, the energy will come with the face of an angel, not knowing that both and angel are the same thing. And then instead of teaching you how to use alcohol to evoke, they'll teach you how to use seals and sigils.
Oh, okay.
Because they want you to think that what you are calling is not Nkwasiasem or something that you speak against. So they will come in a way that they will brand themselves in a way that you will accept them by still the same energies. Based on the way you think, they will either lie to you or they will either open themselves and be honest to you. So for me, if an energy is coming to me, the energy will never come as an angel. The energy knows that me, I'm okay with a bosom. So the energy will come with the real self, bosom. But if it's a pastor, the energy, for example, an energy like Nanabuku. Nanabuku goes to most of the churches with a brand as Angel Gabriel.
Wow.
Because she knows that when she goes to Nanabuku, I'm a pastor, what am I going to do with the bosom? So they will come in a way that you will accept them. They are all fighting for acceptance.
Okay.
Nobody wants rejection. Just like when you want to go and chat a girl, and then you want to say your father is poor so that the girl will reject you. So you go in a way that the girl will accept you.
Oh, okay. Good. So it's all about branding and
they brand themselves.
How your mind is focused to.
And when they come to you, they will tell you that I'm the greatest God in the universe.
Oh, okay. So they are all great.
They are all great in their own way. But they will never talk down other energies. They will not mention anybody's name.
Okay.
They will not say I am stronger than this one. But they will say I am. Nobody is like me. For me, because that's how they are.
I am Archangel, Asimesi, Archangel
that and that. But they will not mention anybody's name and say me. I am bigger than that one. No. For that one they will never do it because they know that when they do it, there's war on them.
Oh, okay.
You are attracting war. Because anywhere that the energies' names are mentioned, they hear and they come and find out what is happening. That's why the Bible will tell you that don't mention the Lord's God name in vain. Yeah. But when you mention, you pull them to come.
You invoke them.
But they will tell you that, what do you want that I cannot do? Meanwhile, there are some things that they cannot do. But they know that when you give them the work, they'll go and recruit somebody else to come and do it. They cannot do it.
Okay. I think I've heard this thing before. An angel have a small boys that they work with. And I was like, how
they may not even be small boys. Some of them are even greater than that angel. But so long as you are the one that formed the team, you are the boss of it. So if you go to any shrine, you find so many deities in the shrine. You may find the earth energy there. I mean the Tombe Sapata, which is a very great god. But so long as he did not come first in the shrine, he's not supposed to be the leader of the shrine.
Oh, okay.
So the first energy to come to your shrine will become the leader of the shrine. So when the rest work, the first one that came will be the one to take the glory.
Oh.
Meanwhile, it might not even be him or her that did the work.
Wow. So that means even in the realms, Nangasa, there are games and tactics in
so if you go to the Kupu, you will find other energies there.
Okay.
And because their main energy is the tender energy, like the tender energy is the one that takes the glory.
Wow. Because he's the one that everybody knows.
That's the one in charge.
Oh, I see.
All right. So I think we've done about 30 minutes.
Yeah, I'm more.
So I don't know if you have any last question or we should draw the curtains.
Yes.
All right. So viewers, we thank you very much for making time to watch. If you haven't shared already, try your best to share. Right. I think we're putting out a lot of knowledge, and then you need to let our other African brothers and other people around the world hear this, right? So that we grow together. Africa is rising, so nowadays our greeting is Grand Rising. Mansa, you are welcome. Mansa, you are welcome. Our greeting is now grand rising. The way the sun rises with the grandest nature, Africa is also rising again. Some of us are here to just pave the way for some of our brothers that are sleeping to wake up, right? The dwarfs are not energies to be belittled. So next time that you hear about dwarf, give them some respect. There are some of them that are greater than even some of the marine spirits. It depends on the rank of the energy in the universe. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Because of the internet, I'm still
I'm